More time. Ay 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 ay. Shalom Alechem. Incorrect. The proper response when someone says Shalom Alechem is to flip it around and you say Alechem Shalom. So let's practice it one time. Shalom Alechem. Alechem Shalom. Ganz good. And here's a song that emphasizes that, and you'll have plenty of opportunities to exercise that newfound knowledge. Shalom Alechem. Azoi begrüßen wir sich jeden. Shalom Alechem. Das parteitig wünsche ich Frieden. Wenn Jid trefft und Zweiten, geht im bald breiten. Shalom Alechem. Frieden soll damit mit uns sein. Shalom Alechem. Wie kann denn etwas besser sein? Der Polak sagt Jacques Shemash und Servus sagt der Deutsch. Buongiorno sagt die Italiener, hat demselben Teich. Srasvoice der Russ sagt und die Engländer, how do you do? Bonjour, die Franzose sagt, and the Yank says, how are you? Shalom Alechem, Alechem Shalom, Azoi begrüßen wir sich jeden. Shalom Alechem, Alechem Shalom, das parteilich wünsche ich Frieden. Wenn Jid trefft und Zweiten, geht im bald breiten. Shalom Alechem. Frieden soll damit mit, he's getting weaker. Shalom Alechem. Das kann etwas besser sein. This is a chance for the accompanist to play a little bit. Es meint dasselbe auf ein Yiddish loschen tun. Wenn Jid trefft und Zweiten, wie begrüßt ihm? Shalom Alechem. Azoi begrüßen wir sich jeden. Shalom Alechem. Das parteitig wünsche ich Frieden. Wenn Jid trefft und Zweiten, geht im bald breiten. Shalom Alechem. Frieden soll damit mit uns sein. Shalom Alechem. Wie kann denn etwas besser sein? For now, let's continue with another song. And for the purposes of this song, it comes from the Sabbath evening liturgy, which is based upon the Kabbalistic tradition. It's called Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala, which means, come, my beloved, to greet the Sabbath. The Sabbath bride is the Shekhinah, the feminine essence of God. However, in this portrayal, it's going to be a simpler, non-liturgical setting, and you can picture yourself as the choir, and I'm the choir director, and I'm trying to get you to sing along as I sing this song. And when I say Chiree bim, you say Chiree bim. And when I say Chiree bam, you say Chiree bam. And then you say Chiree biri 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 bam. So let's try it once. Chiree bim, Chiree bam, Chiree bim bam biri bam. You'll get it. Okay. Als ich will sagen, Lecha Dodi, sollt ihr sagen, Chiree biri bim. Und als ich will sagen, Likrat Kala, sollt ihr sagen, Chiree biri bam. Lecha Dodi, biri bim, Likrat Kala, Chiree biri bam. Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Chiree biri 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 bam. Chiree bim, Chiree bam, Chiree bim bam biri bam. Chiree bim, Chiree bam, chitty bim bam bitty bam. I chitty bitty bim bam bam. I chitty bitty bim bam bam. I chitty bitty bim bam bam. Chitty bitty bam. Und als ich will sagen, Kinder meine, sollt ihr sagen, chitty bitty bim. Und als ich will sagen, Mazel tov euch alle, sollt ihr sagen, chitty bitty bam. Kinder meine, chitty bitty bim. Mazel tov euch alle, chitty bitty bam. Kinder meine, Mazel tov euch alle, chitty bitty bam. Chitty bim, chitty bam. Chitty bim bam bitty bam. Chitty bim, chitty bam. Chitty bim bam bitty bam. I chitty bitty bim bam bam. I chitty bitty bim bam bam. I chitty bitty bim bam bam. Chitty bitty bam. Okay. And now, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about Yiddish. The history of Yiddish really starts with the history of the Jewish people, so that's about 1500 or to 1000 BCE, when some Hebrew tribes who may have spoken Aramaic, but they used an alphabet which was perhaps Aramaic, perhaps Hebrew. And the reason I mention that is that Yiddish is an entirely separate language, although there are some Hebrew words in Yiddish, but the letters in Yiddish, the letters used to write Yiddish are the Hebrew alphabet. They use most of the consonants, and then some of the letters in the Hebrew alphabet are used to create vowels. And the original Hebrew is called Lashon Kodesh, the holy language. Later on, we'll see that the language that was developed, that we call Yiddish, is called the Mama Lashon, which is the mother's tongue, which is so sweet to me. Now, the Jews in the ancient world traveled around quite a bit. They were nomadic, and perhaps for a greater reason, they were kicked out of a lot of places. And the biggest diaspora in the ancient world, for the Jews anyway, came in 586 BCE with the destruction of the first temple. So the Jews went east, west, north, and south, a lot of them to Babylonia, but they were spread out, and they were, I was going to say subjected to, but they were exposed to various languages. And what happens typically when someone goes to a new country, they generally adapt or modify their language to suit the language of the country that they're in. So they learn that language. And that's what happened to the Jews. And there was a fairly large concentration of Jews in the area known as the Ashkenaz in western Germany near the Rhineland. And this was the center that led to the development of Yiddish. At that time, am I missing something? At that time, the language that was spoken was not German, because in those days there was no Germany. There were separate little colonies or places where Germans lived, and the Germans in that region spoke what was called a High German. So in fact, when scholars wished to study the German of that time, they may go back to Yiddish and see its linguistic structure and study it that way. So there is an alternative story of the beginnings of Yiddish, and this is in about the year 1000 of the Common Era. But if we have time, I'll go into that. But for now, I'd like to go on with a few more songs. Okay. This next song is called Belz. Belz is a town which was in the Ukraine, right near the border with Poland. And my memory of Belz has to do with my own family. When I was a kid, growing up in the Bronx, we had what was called the Adler, Lansky, and Kaplan family circle. And this was a group of relatives who were gathered together, and we met about every 2 months or so. And that when we convened, everybody came together in this one room, and I was a kid, so all I remember was there was a lot of arguing going on and a lot of discussion as to what the agenda was and the dues and the things like that. I left the room pretty quickly, but later on we came back in because everybody bought a lot of food. And then so we came back in to this food, and the biggest impression I had there was the smell of the manirta herring, the marinated herring, which I couldn't stand. To this day, I probably have difficulty with manirta herring. But anyway, there was a lot of other food, so that attracted me. And after the food, this fellow named Jaime Lansky would sing a song about bells, a very nostalgic song about bells. And he didn't sing the part that was related to the fact that bells was at that time pretty run down. There were holes in the roofs and the walls were falling. He liked to sing about the time when he was a youngster in bells, and he used to run after services, go to the lake, to the river, and read there under the beautiful trees. And so I'm going to sing both parts, so you can tell how the mood changes. Let me see if I have something for you to do in this. Well, by the way, for all of these songs, if you feel the melody, you feel the melody, hum along, sing along. That'll be great, because singing, is good for the soul. It's good for your health, your lungs, things like that. So, hum along. I can't control my heart. I love you much too much. I ask myself what for. But darling, when we touch, I love you more. Perhaps I hold my love too tightly. Who am I to say if I should hold it more lightly, it might slip away. I love you much too much. You'll never really know. I love you all so much. I'm yours alone. Here's a solo for Gary. hab dich zu viel lieb, ich trag auf dir kein Hass. Ich hab dich zu viel lieb, zu sein auf dir in Kass. Ich hab dich zu viel lieb, zu sein auf dir Gobbeis. Anna, ich heiß, ich weiß, weil ich hab dich lieb. Ich hab dir mein Leben weggegeben, mein Herz, meine Schule. Ich bin krank, nur mein Gedanke tracht nicht von dir komme. Ich hab dich zu viel lieb, zu sein auf dir Gobbeis. Anna, ich heiß, ich weiß, weil ich hab dich lieb. That's good. I thought it would be appropriate because of the time we live in and because of what's happened recently, to read you a few words about Yiddish song written by Elie Wiesel. And he was a lover of Yiddish song, and so I wanted to read this passage for you. Yiddish songs pass like eternal prayers from generation to generation, from the heart to the mind, from the mind to the soul. Say Yiddish song and you feel like singing along with the nostalgic songs like Auf'm Pripetchik, Rozinkes mit Mandeln, Motele, and indeed Mordechai Gebirtiks, Es brennt, oi Bridelech, es brennt. We sang that in the Yom HaShoah program recently. Religious ecstatic melodies, soulful songs, workers' songs. It is a garden with many trees, a book with various chapters, a palace with numerous rooms. From whence does my love of the Yiddish song stem? It is older than my love for music. It is like a treasure in which you find the strings of a timeless violin. The Yiddish song is the celebration of the Yiddish language and its obstinate determination to vanquish despair and resignation. Here's a nostalgic song called Kinderjahren, childhood years. And the translation is as follows, not word for word, but generally. Years of childhood, how you live in my memory. When I think of those times, I realize how quickly I have grown old. I can still see the little house where I was born and raised, and my beloved mother. I can still feel her pinches, although the marks they made are long gone. And from that place, even the birds have flown away. How soon have I become old? Kinderjahren. Kinderjahren, süße Kinderjahren. Ewig bleibt weich in mein Sekuren. Wenn ich tracht von einer Zeit, wird mir so bang und leid. Oi, wie schnell bin ich schon alt geworden. Noch steh mir der Stiebel vor die Augen. Wo ich bin geboren, ausgezeugen. Euch mein Wiegel seh ich dort, steht noch auf derselben Ort, wie Achollen ist das als verflogen. Und mein Mama, ach, ich leb sie lieben. Gott sie hat in Cheder mir getrieben. Jeder Knipp ist von der Hand, mir so gut bekannt. Gosh, kein Zeichen ist auch noch verblieben. Kinderjahren hab sich eingeboren. Mein Getreie Mamen euch verloren. Von der Stube Stock und Fleck, Fegele ist euch weg. Oi, wie schnell bin ich schon alt geworden. Thank you. Now for a little bit of a change of mood. This is a song about a fellow who is separated somewhat from his girlfriend, and he doesn't quite know what he did to get her angry, but he wants to make up with her. He says, "Lo me sich überbetten," let's make up. So what is he going to do? He tries a few things. He says, let's take a samovar, a tea, and let's have some tea. Don't be a fool. Come drink with me, because it's not too good to say, don't be a fool when you're trying to make up. But anyway. And then he says, how about let's buy some oranges and we'll go dancing. As if that's going to do any good. And finally, he says, why are you standing by the door? Look, look at me. give a cook of mir because I'm so fantastic. How can you resist? Okay, so this is called Lome sich überbeten. And, all right. I love mir sich überbeten, stell dem Samovar. I love mir sich überbeten, sei ich nicht genau. I love mir sich überbeten, sei ich nicht genau. Heil mir sich überbeten, Kauf a paar Moranzen, lass mir sich überbeten, lass mir gehen tanzen, lass mir sich überbeten, lass mir gehen tanzen. Oi, lass mir sich überbeten. Was stehst du bei dem Tier? Lass mir sich überbeten, gib a Kuck auf mir. Lass mir sich überbeten, gib a Kuck auf mir. This next song is called a niggin. A niggin usually is a song without words, but this is actually a song about a niggin. And it involves a poor man, a Koptzin, and he tends to argue with God. He's sort of like a Tevye figure. He knows that he has to obey the word of the Lord, but he reserves the right to argue and question what's going on. So while he's doing this questioning of what's going on, suddenly the atmosphere is filled with something palpable, something thick. And in fact, it's very sweet. And this song fills him, and it's almost like wine coming in, and he can almost drink the melody. And this is the niggin that he is exposed to. Is a Kapzen amol gewesen, pflegt nur mit Gott sie kriegen. Wunder über Wunder hat mit ihm getroffen, wenn hat gesungen, hat seinen Nigen. Chiree bam bam, chiree bam bam, chiree bam bam, oi, chiree bam, bam bam, ba 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 bam. Hat von Nigen sich Wein gegossen, hat Sub noch Sub geschlungen. Wunder über Wunder hat mit ihm getroffen, wenn hat gesungen, hat so gesungen. Chiree bim bam bam, chiree bam bam, chiree bim bam bam, oi, chiree bim bam, chiree bim. Chiree bam, chiree bim bim bam 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 bam. Singt Jid und es Gesicht Messikes, ist rasch von Freude gesprungen. Wunder über Wunder hat mit ihm getroffen, wenn hat gesungen, hat so gesungen. Chitty bim bum bum, chitty bitty bum bum. I'll point to you, it's your turn. Chitty bim bum bum, boy, chitty bitty bim bum. Now watch this one. Chitty bum, chitty bum, chitty bim bim bum bum, ba 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 ba. Here's part 3 of my little talk about Yiddish. You know, the Talmud consists of the Mishnah, the oral law which is written down, and the Gemara, the commentary on that. And it's the basis for Rabbinic Judaism, which teaches a respect for reason, the elements of a good life, reverence for rational discourse, and the potential for the human intellect. Well, these are some of the values that are inculcated within Yiddish. And because Yiddish, for some reason, is replete with expressions of the subtleties of the human condition: strength, frailties, hopes, longing, fears, and humor, and irony. And indeed, it is ironic that the study of the Talmud, which is in Hebrew and Aramaic, for 1,000 years was carried on in Yiddish. So I point that out, and there are some very specific things related to the way Yiddish conversations go that are in the Talmud. So if something is written down, one person might say, why did he say it that way? Why didn't he say it another way? Why did the other commentator say you should light the candles from the right, and why did he say you should light them from the left? And who was right, and what was it done before, and why was it done another way? And this is how Jackie Mason got started, and that's the way it was. So we ask, what other language distinguishes between a shlemiel, a shemazel, and a nebuch? Well, what is a shlemiel? A shlemiel is someone who has problems because he brings it upon himself. A shemazel is someone, well, literally it's bad luck, but it's someone who has problems that are brought upon him by somebody else. A nebuch is someone who adopts the problems of other people. Now, what is the classic story is the shlemiel walks into the dining room with a bowl of soup. Oops, he spills it on who? The shemazel. Who cleans it up? The nebuch. Okay. So we have an intermixing of languages. I think some people are familiar with those words in English, and we have other words that are brought in. I mentioned job is job. A favorite of mine that's from English into Yiddish is to describe the woman who lives next door, and that is in Yiddish the next dooriker. And of course, in English we have words like chutzpah and mazel and oi and and kvetch and things that are adopted from the Yiddish. Yiddish came into full flower as a language with developed literature, poetry, and song in the mid-19th century. That's a highlight. But backed by 1,000 years of development. The professional Yiddish theater began with Abraham Chaim Lipke Goldfaden, and he was quoted as saying, Shakespeare's Hamlet can only be appreciated when seen in the original Yiddish. So the songs I'm singing cover the gamut of joyous songs, religious songs, joy and tragedy, prayer to slapstick, I should say. How many years have I worked as a miller here? The wheels turn, the years pass, and I'm getting old and gray. They will evict me from the village. Where will I live? Who will take care of me? I am old and weak. The wheels keep turning, the years keep passing, and soon no trace of the Jews will remain. Say it's nostalgic, it's kind of sad, but one thing I really like about a lot of these songs is that they started out as poetry, And so there's a lot of depth in the song itself, and the melodies were added, and they're beautiful melodies. So unlike some of the current songs, which started out, well, I'm not sure how they started out, but somehow there's a lot of cacophony going on and not too much content. These have a lot of content. So this one's called The Miller's Tears. This is between all the verses. Oi, wie viel Jahren seinen verfahren, et ich bin Milner oder da. Wir drehen sich, die Jahren gehen sich. Ich bin schon alt und groß und grau. Es ist Tag voran, für mich der Mann, ich hab gehabt ein Stückel Glück. Der drehen sich, die Jahre gehen sich, keinen Verriss nicht zurück. Ich hab gehabt Sorgen, mehr will mir verjagen, raus von Dorf und von der Mühl. Der drehen sich, die Jahre gehen sich, und ohne Deck und ohne Ziel. Wo will ich wohnen, wer wird mich scheuen? Ich bin schon alt, ich bin schon müde. Der drehen sich, die Jahre gehen sich, und ich bin alt und ich sei hier. Der drehen sich, die Jahre gehen sich, und euch mit See geht euch sei. Now is your chance for real audience participation. Is anyone here taking Hawaiian dancing? Willing to get up here? Or maybe belly dancing? I may have to do this myself. Okay, this is the well, if you feel moved suddenly by this, just join me. I'll get the rest of the orchestra here this way. Okay. This is a song called Mizalou. For some reason, I don't know why, when I was growing up, Mizalou was a common fixture in Jewish weddings. Maybe because some people nodding their heads, maybe it was because it has a nice dance to it. But anyway, it's called Mizalou, and let me give you the translation, or at least part of the translation. Far off in the desert, bronzed by the hot sun, I once knew a girl, her name is Mizalou. Everyone there knows her well. I will never forget that beautiful princess. My Mizalou, girl from the Orient, the look in your eyes has scorched my heart. My heart is ailing. I see you in my dreams. Dance for me, O lovely one. Spin round and round. Desert princess, I can't forget you. Come heal my longing. Only you can heal me, my eastern bloom, Mizalou. Weit in dem Midbar von heißen Sund verbrennt, hab ich einmal a Mädel dort gekannt. Mizalou heißt sie, jeder dort weiß sie. Ich will die Prinzessin mehr schon vergessen nicht. Still, offen Kiel. Und ich will, als ich will, mein Gefühl vor ihr ausgießen und sie so wissen nur, als nur sie lieb ich mein Leben gib ihr, ja. Here's Gary. Dances. Zal du meine Mädel von Orient, die Augen deine haben mein Herz verbrennt. Mein Herz wird a kranke, in Cholem seh ich dich. Tanz vor mir schlanke, dreh sich geschwind. Es ist mir schwer, mit der Träne sag ich dir, und ich schwer. Mit der Prinzessin kann ich vergessen dich. Komm her, mein Bänkschaft, nur du kannst heilen mich. Es ist mir schwer, mit der Zeit sag ich dir, und ich schwer, mit der Prinzessin kann ich vergessen dich. Komm her, mein Bänkschaft, nur du kannst heilen mich. Okay. We almost had some dancers there. How are we doing on time? Okay. Go. Let's get that one. Here's a nice song that involves a boy and a girl again. It's about a fellow who's separated from his girl, and he's telling her in song what he would do, all the sacrifices he would make to be with her again. It's called Zaposhkalech, which means boots. So he says, I would sell my boots and travel on a wagon just to be with you. And I would sleep without a cushion, a pillow, and eat without a table just to save the money to be with you. I would go to far-off lands to earn money and just to travel so I could be with you. So that's his story. And I think there's a little chorus here of Yaidi Dadai, which you may want to join me in. Verkäufen die Zaposhkalech und führen über Droschkalech, hab ich mit dir in einem zu sein. Die und mir, ich und dir, wie a clump gets a doorknob without a door, a blob nach edele meidele mein. Da 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 di da 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 di da 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 da. Yai da di da 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 di da 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 da. Yai da di da 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 di da 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 da. Yai, da-di-da-dai, da-di-da-dai. Oi essen una tischale, schlafen una kischale, hab ich mit dir in einem zu sein. Die und mir, ich und dir, it's like a doorknob without a door. Hab ich mit dir in einem zu sein. Ya-da-da-dai, da-di-da-dai, da-di-da-dai, da-di-da-dai. Yai da di da dai da di da dai 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 dai. Yai da di da dai da di da dai 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 dai. Yai da di da dai da di da dai. Oi vieren über Welt alleg, verdienen fremde Geld alleg, hab ich mit dir in einem zu sein. Die und mir, ich und dir, wie a Klomke ohne Tier, oi ketzele fegele mein. Da-da-da-dai, da-di-da-dai, da-di-da-dai, dai, dai. Yai, da-di-da-dai, da-di-da-dai, dai, dai, dai. Yai, da-di-da-dai, da-di-da-dai, dai, dai, dai. Yai, da-di-da-dai, da-di-da-dai. You can join me singing it again. Da-di-da-dai, 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 dai, dai, dai. Yai, da-di-da-dai, da-di-da-dai, dai, dai, dai. Yai, da-di-da-dai, da-di-da-dai, dai, dai, dai. Yai, da-di-da-dai, da-di-da-dai. Of course, I didn't tell you in the beginning, which I should have, that, being me without her and she without me, it's like a doorknob without a door. That's the main thing going on. I thought I'd stick in something here completely out of character, but this is called A Taste of Yiddish, so you may want to taste from the far end of the buffet. I came across this book of Jewish limericks, and rarely do you see a Jewish limerick, but I think, well, let's see how this goes. The cures of Doc Irving Petsup knock his medical friends for a loop. For headaches, it's chrein, gribbiness for a sprain, and for anything else, chicken soup. Okay. Here's this, well, let's see. I want to allow time for some questions or something else, but here's a song, one of my favorites. It's not a very well-known song, but it's about a very deep feeling of emotion. And you know that sometimes when you feel an emotion very deeply, it's almost as if you can't separate between joy and sadness. It's just very intense. And that's what this song is about. It's called Umru Meine Umru, My Unrest. And it says, or in fact, I think I'll give you the translation in the middle of the song while Gary is playing the piano part. Let's see if this will work. Wer kennt die Schönheit von Ayam verstehen? Wer kann die Schön in deine Augen sehen? Und nicht zerrissen werden soll sein Herz von Freude. Und nicht zerrissen werden soll sein Herz von Leid. Du Umru, meine Umru. Here's Gary's going to play. Who can comprehend the beauty of the sea? Who can gaze upon the luster of your eyes and not have his heart bursting with happiness and bursting with grief? You, my unrest. Tell me why I long for you night and day. The night goes by without thoughts and dreams of you. My life, my heart, you, my unrest. Favos denk ich azoi noch dir oi sog. Ihr geht noch dit weg, a Nacht, a Tag. Und noch ich trach von dir, und noch träum von dir. Von dir, mein Herz in mir, mein Herz in mir. Du Umru, meine Umru. Du Umru, meine Umru. Okay. I think I'll try one more song, so we'll have a little bit of time for something else. This is a song that I sang at the What's Not to Like concert. If you're not familiar with that, in the fall, Gary Berman, who's the pianist for these songs, and his wife Beth gather a group of singers, and they sing in Yiddish, and it's all for a very good cause, United Ministries, and I highly encourage you to come. And this is a song where the theme of the evening was food. So, excuse me. So this is called Yiddish my cholim, which means Yiddish food, Jewish food. By the way, sometimes people have asked me in the past, do you speak Jewish? It's a kind of funny kind of phrase, but Jewish and Yiddish really means the same thing. So when they're asking you, do you speak Jewish, they're asking you, do you speak Yiddish? Anyway, I thought that was interesting. I guess I should tell you what this song says. Well, it's just talking about different kind of foods, and the guy's very excited because his mother makes all these foods, and they're there for the holidays, and it's a joyous time. That's kind of what it means. Warnischkes mit Käse und mit Butter. Ach, Schuhes Tag hat gegeben mir der Mutter. A milchdicken Supp mit milchdicken Bengelach. Gewinnen Häusens voller Stub mit Jingelach und Mädelach. Jiddische Macholim, es sind in mein Sikoren. Die Mama hat gekocht mir und gebackt. So kein man nicht vergessen. Geschmacke, wenn das Essen gefülltes Fisch mit Knisches und Kabak. That's squash. Mit Lokschalecha Joich mit Pastrami, a frische Schamme gegeben mit der Mama. Alle in Macholim, ungefüllte Fisch, von dem habe ich ein starkes Lied gegeben, ihrer Kisch. Jiddische Macholim, es sind in mein Sikoren. Der Mama hat gekocht, mir und gebackt. Wo kein man nicht vergessen, Geschmacke, wenn das Essen, gefüllte Fisch mit Knisches und Kabak. Auf Yom Kippur man hat vergossen mit der Gläsel, man hat verbissen mit der Kischke und der Hälsel. Eilen zu Kondidrei, zu Herren in dem Schul, geführt hat mich der Tate mit bin ich voll. Jiddische Macholim, sind in mein Sikoren, die Mama hat gekocht, mir und gebackt. Ich will kein Mund nicht vergessen, Geschmacke, wenn das Essen, gefüllte Fisch mit Knisches und Kabak. Die Verkasches gefragt bei dem Futter. A Pesach hat gekocht, gebracht meine Mutter. Gewinn das Leben süß einmal, alles Essen gut. A Purim war a Pesach, Rosh Hashanah und a Shavuos. Jiddische Macholim, sind in mein Sikoren. Die Mama hat gekocht, mir und gebackt. Wo kein man nicht vergessen, Geschmacke, wenn das Essen, gefüllte Fisch mit Knisches und Kabak. Auf jiddische Yom Tovim, es backt sich in die Oven, die Menschen lachen und das Essen ist gut. Wir pravet sehr Seder, die Kinder gehen in Cheder, mit Geld das Sach auf Chaneke, Bashir, Dilidam. Okay. So now we could have a sort of a joint song or some more songs. We have some announcements to be made. I'm not sure how much time I have. Any votes for another song, or as opposed to? I have one vote for a song. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, let's do that one. Right. So this is the song Alechem Zibizgazi. It's about a couple. He's 80 and she's 70, and they're celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary. And let me see what else I can tell you about this song. They go to shul together and they pray together and they get help from God. And at the end of the song, we have the Baba, the woman, who is falling asleep and she's having a dream. And the singer of the song is not going to tell you what the dream is about, but he says, let's let them rest. Lassen sie ruhen. Okay. And I think that's all you need to know about this song. Oh, except that, well, oh yeah, in one case it says he's old, he's got a pointy beard, and she has this girdle, and, wait a minute. They're old? I mean, I'm not that old, so they have those same characteristics. 80 und 70 sie. Oh, by the way, those words, 80 und 70 sie, he's 80 and she's 70, those are at the end of each verse, so you can join me in singing that. Sie seid ackeret geworden, 50 Jahre, als sie leben sich in einem dem alten Po, haben sich geältert, guckt sich sie, und 70 sie. Kostet sedet mit der Bobbe seinen kurzen Klein, noch der und der Bobbe seinen Molechein, mit spitzeldicken Boden mit der Geudel sie, 80 und 70 sie. Sie seien in Hand gegangen, beide in Schul, und haben dort gedauert, Tage voll. Gott hat sie geholfen, Baruch Hu, 80 und 70 sie. Die Eulem hat sich eingehoben, gegessen mit der Maul, und als man hat vergessen, der ganze Fisch, hat rasch gesagt, Rev Herrscher Zwie, und 70 sie. Der Baba hat eingeheben, Dremmen mit der Maul. Und Cholem hat sie direkt gezählt an der Schmau. Wo wir sie beten, lassen zu Chiree. 80 und 70 sie. 80 und 70 sie. Okay. How about ending with a rousing chorus of Alle Brüder? I think a lot of you know that song. This is originally a union organizing song, and it says, we're all one. We're brothers and sisters like Rebecca, Ruth, and Rachel. And this song has a chorus, and the chorus, the words are, ay, 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 or the Orthodox version is, oy, 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 oy. So, the way the chorus goes is you sing 6 times, ay, 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 and then it's 5, ay, 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 ay. Okay, well, let's try it once. Ay, 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 ay. Oh, you got it, okay. Und wir seien alle Brüder, oi, oi, alle Brüder, und wir singen freilich Lieder, ai, ai, ai. Und wir seien alle Schwestern, oi, oi, alles, als die wie Rachel, Ruth und Esther, ai, ai, ai. Ai, 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 ai. Und wir seien alle einig, oi, oi, alle einig. Sie, wir seien viel zu wenig, oi, oi, oi. Und wir halten sich in einem, oi, oi, sich in einem. Solches ist nicht top, aber keinem, oi, oi, oi. Ay 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 ay. Vermunding verenigt alle, ai ai, verenigt alle. Wie der Gossen niet de kalle, ai ai ai. Wie der Chumisch mit der Rashi, oi oi mit der Rashi. Wie der Kugel mit der Kasche, ai ai ai. Ay 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 ay. One more time. Ay 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 ay. More time. Ay 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 ay.